with the doing away, of the Ministry of Guidance and Religious Affairs, how will the church mother bodies be able to sustain this event annually?
The Ministry of National Guidance and Religious Affairs was not just for this kind of event. Of course, it was doing many other things. However, we need to be able to observe the fact that when there's a new establishment, whenever there is a new government, they take time to think through processes and to churn out policy. At this time, policy direction has been taken in a different route, and so the church always exists. The church prays all the time, and the church always honors and works with the government of the day. So since a particular policy direction has been projected, the church will find ways of collaborating with the government of the day, and the church will always lead in prayer. Prayers did not necessarily depend on the ministry. What we need to remember is that the Ministry of National Guidance and Religious Affairs was set up by the previous government. It was their chosen way and policy for dealing and interacting with the church. So when a new establishment comes and they choose a different way, that's really not a problem. The church is here, and in just making these preparations, we've interacted very, very well with the Office of the Vice President, under whose umbrella a number of these functions, we are told, are now going to be reposited. So life goes on. Church is preaching God's word. Church will be available to work with the government of the day.
Bishop, I'll put you a little bit in a spot here. I know, everybody knows Zambia is a Christian nation, but we have other, religions. We've got, there's Muslim, Islam, Hindi, and all those. But since today is like the National Day of Prayer, how are our colleagues from other religions, how can they participate? Are they part of this? How do we handle this? Because we don't just have Christians in this country.
Absolutely. What has happened in the past, and which I believe is going to happen today, is that they observe the day as well in their locations, and so there's no limitation there. Not everybody has to come to the one place. They find ways of doing that, and every citizen is really at liberty. But we do know that in the general Christian tradition, we have Christian prayers offered in the fashion that they are offered in this way at the altar, because that is what we believe is the way to do this. But this is non-discriminatory, and as in the past, I'm sure if you've done your homework well, you'll notice that they will gather in their locations, and they have ways of observing, and nobody is prohibited from doing that. But at the venues, it's Christian Christian prayers that are being offered, and that's to commemorate and endorse the fact that we are a Christian nation, and this is a good day for all citizens.
Bishop Banda, thank you so much once again for coming through to the Diamond Breakfast, and all the best as you lead the nation today in prayer.
To watch longer interviews such as this, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Diamond TV Zambia.